Hey guys, Ryan here, coming at you with some more level method information. So today we're going to talk about getting you set up on your level method app where you can record your results for testing to get on the map, and talk about the testing schedule through the month of February. So on this post, you've got a link that will take you to this page, or on this email, a link to take you to this page. Easiest way to sign up for your level method app is to use the sign up with Facebook. The gym code is 3XF, and that will allow you to get signed up with our gym. You can also, if you don't want to sign up with Facebook, click here, and then you'll be able to use the email account you want to. Let me try that again. Click here. Use the email account you want to use. Add your name and the information they're asking for, and then the gym code, as I said, is going to be 3XF, all lowercase. Once you sign up for this, you'll get a confirmation email that you'll have to go through to finish the steps for setting up your account, and then I actually get notified that I have to approve your account as well. So this may be a several-day process on my end with all the people signing up for this. Now, if you don't want to log all your results for the level method, if you're mainly taking CVC and this is not going to be applicable to you, you don't have to sign up for this app. But what you'll find is this app, and I say app in a very loose term, the official app is still yet to be launched. What you'll have is a mobile-friendly web-based version of this, so you can do access via the web on your computer or on your phone to use this app. It's very simple to use. The only thing you're using it for is to record the results of the 15 different categories of testing that we do. So you're not recording every workout that you do. You kind of don't need to do that if you're on the level method, but you will have beyond the whiteboard if that's something you like to do. There are a few people that like to record every workout they do. What really matters is after we get into testing and you've done your front squat test, to say, you just click on front squat, the colored result that you ended up with, and then you can save it from there. There is a place for notes if you want to list the notes, like the number of reps or the weight that you did, or how you felt while you're going through this process. You can do that as well. But all you're really recording is the color and level that corresponds to that one of those 15 tests. So want you to really knock that out this week. So come next week, the 4th of February, you'll have the opportunity, if you're recording your results, to record them when we start our testing on that first week of February. So I've got this slide here that kind of gives you an outline of what to expect for testing. Now, each day will have a lot more information to impart to you. And you don't have to pay attention to this outline at all if you don't want to. This is just kind of giving those people that really want to kind of plan out their testing, and they know they're going to miss some days and they want to pick a certain day to make sure they get a test in. This kind of gives them an opportunity to do that planning. Otherwise, if you just show up randomly or show up when you normally come, there's plenty of opportunities on multiple different days to get a lot of these tests in. And not everybody will actually have all their tests completed by the end of this month. We'll be doing retesting later on as well. But this just gives you a snapshot of what to expect. So I'm just going to go through a couple weeks of this so you guys understand how this is going to roll out. So Monday, the first day on the 4th, we have group 1 testing. So we can get through our front squat test, our upper body pull test, and that lactic tolerance test, otherwise known as Fran, on that day. And people will be doing a little bit different things depending on where you're at. That front squat can be done with reps of 8, reps of 5, or 1 rep maxes, depending on where you're falling on that map. Or it can be done with the kettlebell as well. And then the upper body pulls are going to have lots of variations as well. And from that, you'll figure out the lactic tolerance test that you're going to do. We'll probably end up pairing up that day for that lactic tolerance test to make sure that you got somebody to help you count reps, make sure you're getting full range of motion on that, and then encouraging you during these workouts. If you don't want to record anything, just show up. You're still going to get great workouts that day. On Tuesday, you're going to get just a regular training day. We'll probably do some Olympic lifting because at the end of this month, we're actually going to do our Olympic lifting tests that correspond with the map. And that falls in line with what we already had planned with our training schedule as well. Wednesday, we have our 20-minute row, or some people may not be doing a full 20-minute row. They have shorter tests to complete, But like those days where there's different tests going on, if you've got a shorter test compared to people that may have a longer test, there's still going to be workout stuff for you to do to have a full workout class that day. So you may complete your test and then still have work to do after that to make sure you're getting a full workout in that day. Thursday, we've got group 2 tests. It's very similar to group 1, just a little bit different body parts. And then Friday, a training day again. And then Saturday then is a retest opportunity just for group 1 and rowing. So the way that works is we'll keep our 8 o'clock lifting progression on the schedule. The 9 o'clock all levels will become an opportunity to retest that day. And then you can either do group 1 retest or the row, depending on what you need to do. You're not going to be able to do both, though. There's not going to be enough time. If you have completed both of those tests during the week, what I would recommend is that you pick a different class to come to that day. All right. You'll see later on in this, there's other group 1 test days. You can come those days if you've already completed your group 1 test, but on those retest days, on the 2 Saturdays and on Saturday, if you've completed those tests that are already listed for that day, then pick one of our other classes to come to. That will be a better workout for you, unless you want to retest on something. We'll start the next week with our aerobic power intervals. That's just a great workout for everybody. Rings and rowing, there's going to be a lot of different variations for people, but like I said, whatever variation you're doing, you're still going to get a full workout that day. Wednesday is a regular training day. And then you'll see on Thursday, we're back to our group 1 test. So at this point in the month, the first 2 weeks of the month, you will have had 3 opportunities to get that group 1 testing in. So if you are just coming randomly, there's a good chance you will have got this done by then. If you show up that Thursday and you've already got group 1 testing done, no problem. You're still going to get a great workout that day. If you want to retest, that's fine, but we're actually going to have other work for you to do. It will still fall into the similar categories here. You'll still have some front squat work to do. You'll have some pull-up work to do, and then you'll have a lactic tolerance test, but it won't be Fran. It will be just something else that will elicit that stimulus to train with. So that kind of gives you an overview of how this works. So you'll see these retesting days. You'll see these days where you have multiple opportunities to test on the same thing. But if you've already tested that, we'll have another workout for you to do that will be similar in training value. I hope that makes sense. And then by the end of the month, most people will have most of these tests done. It's not expected that everybody will have them all done. And keep in mind, this really only applies to people that are doing the beginners, all levels, and intermediate classes and want to be on the map. And you're using your app to kind of record your results. And that's going to do some calculations for you by the time you're done and give you an overall level method score and an overall level. But at this point, even if you get some tests in, you're going to get an idea of what your color is going to be when you start doing workouts from now on. If you're mostly doing CVC and you're not recording your results for these tests, that's perfectly fine. You're still going to be able to walk into class, start to understand what colors generally apply to you, and that those CrossFit classes are going to make much more sense to you, and you'll be coming in with a lot less questions, be a lot more comfortable for you. So biggest thing here this week is make sure you start getting logged into that Level Method app, and then we'll put the programming out for next week later in the week. Talk to you later. Thanks.